The rebel camp was quiet after the battle. The stars shone softly above. Jack sat beside Lyra, was resting on a blanket. Her body was weak, but her eyes were full of hope. Mira and Captain Rhea moved among the wounded, tending to their injuries. With careful hands, the cost of freedom was high, but the price was worth it. Jack looked at Lyra and asked gently, "What will you do now?" Lyra smiled softly. "I want to return to my people, to help rebuild and heal what was broken. But the danger is still there. The hunter and the owner will not stop until I am captured." Jack nodded. "We will protect you," he promised. "You are not alone anymore." The rebels gathered around a large screen. They were broadcasting the truth about the alien meat trade to the galaxy. Images of the restaurant owner's cruelty, the capture of aliens, and the fight for freedom. The message was clear. News spread, justice must be served. News spread quickly. More planets joined the fight. People everywhere demanded an end to the dark trade. The hunters' power weakened as allies grew stronger, but not everyone was happy. The restaurant owner and his network plotted revenge. They sent spies and mercenaries to find Lyra and the rebels. The war was far from over. One night, as Jack and Lyra walked under the stars, she stopped and looked up. "I have one more secret," she said softly. "My powers come with a price. If I use them too much, I will lose myself. I fear I might become a danger to those I love." Jack took her hand, steady and sure. "We will face that together," he said, "no matter what happens. I will stand by you." Lyra smiled, a tear falling down her cheek. "Thank you, Jack, for showing me kindness when I had none, for fighting when I was afraid." Suddenly, a message arrived on their communicator. It was from the galaxy's leaders. They offered protection and a new home for those who escaped the hunters. A place where aliens and humans could live in peace. Hope filled the camp like a warm light. The dream of freedom was no longer just a wish. It was becoming real. But as Jack looked at the horizon, he saw a dark shape moving fast through the sky. The hunter Karis was still out there. Still hunting, still waiting. Jack clenched his fists. "We must be ready," he said. "For freedom is a battle we must fight every day." Lyra nodded, her eyes fierce with determination. "This is our home now. Together, we will protect it." The stars above watched silently, witness to a new beginning. A story of courage, hope, and the fight for what is right. And though the future was uncertain, one thing was clear. They would never give up, never back down, for freedom was worth every risk. Every fight, every sacrifice. Jack and Lyra ran through the twisting corridors of the space station. The sounds of angry shouts and heavy footsteps echoed behind them. They turned a sharp corner and hid behind a large pipe, breathing hard. Jack looked at Leah. Her big green eyes were full of fear and confusion. She was shaking, but also trying to be brave. Jack did not know much about her species, but he could feel she was more than just a scared girl. "Why did they keep you locked like that?" Jack asked gently. Leah looked down and whispered, "I am different. They did not want me. They only wanted to sell me." Jack frowned. "Sell you? Like a slave?" Leah nodded. "Yes. My family lost power. They sold me to pay debts. But I was not just sold. They said I was fresh. They wanted to keep me alive for their customers." Jack's heart clenched. He could not believe people did this in the galaxy. "I won't let them hurt you." Leah blinked. "But why did you save me?" "Humans don't usually care." Jack smiled softly. "Maybe I am not like other humans. Or maybe I just cannot ignore someone in pain." They moved quietly through the corridors. Kay knew the space station was full of danger. Kay, the owners of this place, were powerful and cruel. He needed a plan to get Leah out safely. Suddenly, Leah stopped. "Wait," she said, holding Jack's arm. I can help you. Jack looked at her, surprised. How? Leia looked around to make sure no one was near. I have a secret power. I must be careful. If they find out, they will kill me. Jack's curiosity grew. What kind of power? Leia took a deep breath. My people can control light and energy. I can make things glow or burn. But I have not used it much, I am afraid. Jack nodded. If it can help us escape, we have to try. They continued walking toward the lower decks, where Jack's ship was docked. The station was a maze of metal halls, pipes, and strange creatures. Many stared at Leia. Some whispered behind their backs. Jack felt eyes watching him too. He was a human, and humans were rare here. Most aliens did not trust them. At one point, a group of rough aliens blocked their path. Their leader was a tall, sharp-eyed being with claws. There they are, he growled. Ah! The human and the girl. Bring her back. Jack stood firm. No. The leader laughed. You think you can stop us? You're just one man. Leia looked at Jack, scared but ready. Jack whispered, Get ready. The leader lunged at them. In that moment, Leia's hands began to glow with soft blue light. A sudden flash burst from her palms, and a wall of bright energy pushed the aliens back. They stumbled and hissed, surprised. The leader snarled but backed away. This isn't over, he spat. Jack grabbed Leia's hand. Let's move. They ran faster, hearts pounding. Jack was amazed. Leia's power was real and strong, but she looked tired. Using her energy took a lot from her. After a while, they reached the docking bay. Jack's ship was there, small but fast. He hoped it was. Not damaged, Jack helped Leia inside. She collapsed into a seat. Exhausted, Jack checked the controls. We have to leave before they catch us. Leia looked out the window at the stars. Thank you, Jack, for saving me. Jack smiled. You saved me too. I was just looking for a steak. Now I found a friend. Leia smiled weakly. Maybe this is a new beginning. As the ship powered up and left the station behind, Jack thought about what lay ahead. Leia's secret was dangerous. Many would want to use her or destroy her. But Jack was determined. He would protect her, no matter the cost. Outside, the stars stretched endlessly. The adventure had only just begun. Jack's small ship flew fast through the dark space. Behind them, the dangerous space station became smaller and smaller. For a moment, Jack felt relief, but he knew this was only the start of their problems. Leia sat quietly beside him. Her eyes looked tired but alert. Jack watched her carefully. He wanted to trust her, but he also knew that in this galaxy, trust was a rare gift. Suddenly, the ship's alarm beeped loudly. Jack looked at the screen. A message flashed. Warning, pursuers detected. Jack's heart jumped. They found. U.S., he said. Leia's face showed worry. They won't stop. Many want me back. Jack clenched his fists. Why? What do they want? Leia swallowed hard. Because I am not like others. My power is dangerous. Some want to use me for war. Others want to sell me to the highest bidder. Jack shook his head. This is worse than I thought. The ship shook as a beam hit its side. Jack struggled to keep control. They are attacking. Leia grabbed Jack's arm. I can help. Jack nodded. Do what you can. Leia closed her eyes and raised her hands. Light shone from her palms, brighter than before. A shield of energy formed around the ship. The attacks bounced off like rain on metal. Jack smiled. Good job. But the danger was not over. On the screen, another ship appeared, bigger and faster. It chased them, firing lasers. Jack pushed the controls to maximum speed. We have to lose them. Leia looked worried. There are many more ships. This is a trap. Suddenly, the ship's radio crackled. A strange voice spoke, low and calm. Human, you have something we want. Surrender the girl, and you may live. Jack answered boldly. I won't give. Hurry up. The voice laughed. Very brave. But this is not a fight you can win. Jack glanced at Leia. We need help. Leia looked surprised. Help? From who? Jack thought quickly. There is a place, a hidden planet. Some old friends live there. They don't like the space station owners. Leia nodded slowly. Maybe we can trust them. Jack set the course for the hidden planet. The chase continued. Lasers lit the dark space, but Leia's shield kept them safe. After hours, they entered a strange system. The planet was covered in thick forests and mountains. Jack landed the ship in a small clearing. As they stepped out, they were greeted by a group of aliens. These aliens looked strong and kind. Their leader was a tall woman with silver hair and sharp eyes. Welcome, Jack, she said. We heard you might bring the rare one. Jack looked at Leia. This is Leia. The leader smiled. She is safe here. But the space station owners will not stop. They will send more hunters. Leia looked at the leader. Can you protect me? The leader nodded. We will try, but you must be careful. Your power is a beacon. Jack felt hope for the first time. In days, thank you. We need allies. The leader said, we fight against slavery and cruelty. Your enemy is ours too. Days passed as Jack and Leia stayed on the hidden planet. The aliens taught Leia how to control her powers better. She learned to create light, to heal small wounds, and even to make barriers. Jack watched her grow stronger. But he also saw the fear in her eyes. She knew the hunters would come. One night, a messenger arrived with a warning. The space station. Owners have sent a large fleet. They want the girl alive. Jack's heart sank. We must prepare. The leader gathered her warriors. We will defend this place, but we must act fast. Jack and Leia joined the warriors, ready for battle. Leia's powers shone brightly in the dark night, a beacon of hope and danger. Jack whispered to Leia, no matter what happens, I am with you. Leia smiled faintly. Thank you, Jack. The stars above watched silently as the hidden planet prepared for war. Jack and Leia sat quietly in the small cockpit of Jack's ship. The stars outside twinkled, cold and distant, but inside, the tension was thick. They had escaped the space station, but danger was not far behind. Leia looked out the window, her green eyes full of worry. They will come for me, she said softly. Jack nodded. I know you are not just a prize or a slave. You are something powerful, something they want to control. Leia's voice was barely a whisper. My people are hunted. I have few friends left. Everyone is afraid of what I can do. Jack clenched his jaw. Then we need allies. People who will stand with us. Leia shook her head. In this galaxy, friends are rare. Many will turn you away once they see me. Jack understood. They had to be careful. Trust was dangerous, but they had no choice. Suddenly, the ship's communication panel beeped. A message appeared on the screen. It was a video call from a tall alien with dark skin and glowing eyes. I am Kara, the alien said calmly. I lead a group called the Free Stars. We help those hunted by the space station rulers. Jack's face brightened. We need help. Can we meet? Kara nodded. We have a base on the moon of Zephyra. Come quickly, but be careful. The hunters are near. Jack changed course. Leia watched him, hope growing slowly in her heart. After a tense flight, the ship landed on Zephyra's moon. The air was thin, and the sky was a strange purple. They stepped out cautiously. Kara and her group greeted them warmly, but with careful eyes. "We don't get many humans here," Kara said with a small smile. Jack smiled back. "I'm here to protect Leah." Kara nodded. "We know, but protection comes with risks." Over the next days, Jack and Leah learned about the Free Stars. They were rebels, fighting against the cruel trade of slaves and rare beings. They had hidden safe places and weapons. Most importantly, they had experience. Leah trained with Kara's warriors. She practiced using her light powers. Her energy glowed brighter each day, and her confidence grew. But the Free Stars warned them. The space station owners will not stop. They will send hunters and assassins, Kara said. We expect trouble soon. One night, alarms blared. The moon's surface shook. Outside, dark ships hovered. The hunters had found them. Jack grabbed a weapon. Leah stood beside him, her hands glowing softly. The battle was fierce. Hunters fired strange weapons, but the Free Stars fought back fiercely. Leah's power flashed like lightning, creating shields and blasts of light that pushed the enemies back. In the heat of battle, Jack saw something that shocked him. One of the hunters was not an alien, but a human, just like him. The human hunter smiled coldly. You can't hide her forever, Jack. Jack's blood ran cold. Why are you working with them? The hunter laughed. Survival means choices. You will understand soon. Leah looked at Jack, fear and confusion in her eyes. Who is he? Jack shook his head. I don't know. He is dangerous. The fight ended with the hunters retreating. But the warning was clear. The danger was closer than ever. After the battle, Kara gathered everyone. We must leave this moon soon. The hunters will return with more power. Jack looked at Leah. We have to move. Find a safer place. Leah nodded. I trust you, Jack. I will follow wherever you go. Before leaving, Kara handed Jack a small device. This will help you find other allies, but use it wisely. Jack took the device, feeling the weight of their journey ahead. He looked at Leah and smiled. We're not alone anymore. As their ship took off from Zephyr's moon, Jack felt a new strength. Together with dangerous allies and a mysterious girl with great power, he was ready to face whatever the galaxy would throw at them next. The ship drifted through space like a silent shadow, moving away from Zephyr's moon. Jack sat beside Leah, watching her closely. She was quiet, her hands folded in her lap. But Jack could feel a storm beneath her calm. Leah, Jack said gently, I want to understand your power better. You used it in the fight, but there is more, isn't there? Leah looked at him, eyes shining with a mix of fear and hope. Yes, she whispered. My power is old. It comes from my people's connection to the stars. Jack leaned closer. Tell me, Leah took a deep breath. Long ago, my people lived in peace with the galaxy. We could shape energy and light. But that made us targets. Others feared our power. Jack nodded. And now I am one of the last, Leah said. My power is growing, but it is also dangerous. If I lose control, it can hurt those I love. Jack reached out, holding her hand. I will help you control it. You're not alone. Leah smiled faintly. Thank you. Suddenly, the ship shook violently. Alarms rang out. Jack jumped to the controls. We're under attack. Outside, a dark fleet closed in fast. The hunters from the space station had found them. Again, they were stronger. Leah's hands glowed bright blue. They want to take my power. They think if they control me, they control the galaxy. Jack gritted his teeth. Not if I can help it. The ship's shields flickered under heavy fire. Leah concentrated, pushing her energy outward. A shimmering Light shields surrounded the ship, blocking the worst of the attacks. But the hunters kept coming. Their ships were faster and more deadly. Jack made a quick decision. We can't fight them all. We have to hide. He steered the ship toward a nearby asteroid field. The huge rocks tumbled in slow space dance, perfect for cover. Laia's eyes widened. This place is dangerous. Jack smiled. Danger is our friend right now. They slipped into the asteroid field, dodging rocks and weaving between narrow paths. The hunters struggled to follow, their weapons hitting rocks and exploding in bursts. Suddenly, the ship's lights flickered. Power was failing. Jack cursed. The shield won't last long. Lai stood, her energy glowing stronger. I can help. She stepped to the ship's center and closed her eyes. Her hands glowed like twin suns, sending waves of light through the ship's core. Power returned with a surge. The shield strengthened, glowing bright white. Jack looked at her in awe. You saved us. Laia smiled tiredly. But I am tired. This power takes much. Jack nodded. We need a plan. Not just to run, but to fight. Laia looked at the stars outside. There is a place, an ancient temple hidden on a distant planet. It holds the secrets to control this power. Jack's eyes sparkled with hope. Then that is where we must go. Laia hesitated. It is dangerous. Many have tried to reach it, but failed. Jack took her hand firmly. We face danger every day. Together, we can succeed. As they set course for the ancient planet, Laia's energy pulsed softly in the ship's cabin. Jack knew the road ahead would be hard, but for the first time, he believed in their future. Suddenly, a small alert flashed on the screen. A message from Kara, the leader of the Free Stars. Hunters are closing in. Hurry. Jack replied, We're coming. The ship surged forward into the unknown, carrying two unlikely allies on a journey to unlock a hidden power that could change the galaxy forever. Asterisk. The ancient planet grew larger on the ship's screen. Its surface was covered in thick forests and tall mountains hiding secrets from the stars. Jack's heart beat fast. This was their last hope. Laia sat beside him, her eyes tired but shining. The temple is deep in the jungle, she said quietly. Few have ever returned. Jack nodded. Then we must be ready for anything. The ship landed softly on a small clearing surrounded by dense trees. The air was thick and humid, filled with the sounds of strange creatures. Jack checked their gear. We don't know what's waiting for us, but we have to find that temple. Laia looked around nervously. The jungle is dangerous. There are hunters and wild beasts. Jack smiled to calm her. We'll watch each other's backs. They stepped out into the forest. The trees towered above them, blocking the sunlight. Strange plants glowed faintly in the shadows. The ground was soft with moss and fallen leaves. As they walked, Leah told Jack more about her people's history. The temple holds an ancient device. It can help me control my power to make it safe. Jack listened carefully. What if it's a trap? Leah shook her head. It is our last chance. Hours passed as they moved deeper into the jungle. Suddenly, a loud roar echoed through the trees. Jack and Laia froze. From the shadows, a huge creature appeared. It had sharp claws, glowing eyes, and thick scales. It growled fiercely, blocking their path. Jack raised his weapon, ready to fight. Laia's hands glowed with soft blue light, but before they could attack, the creature's eyes softened. It sniffed the air and stepped aside. Laia smiled. It recognizes me. My people once lived in harmony with these creatures. Jack lowered his weapon, amazed. That could be useful. They continued, with the giant beast following silently behind. After more walking, they reached a river with rushing water. The temple was near, but the path was blocked by a group of hunters. Jack's heart pounded. "They're here," Laia whispered. "We can't fight all of them." Jack looked around quickly. "We need a plan." Leah's energy pulsed. "I can create a distraction." Jack nodded. "Do it. I'll take the girl to the temple." Laia stepped forward. Her hands shone bright as she sent waves of light into the sky. The hunter shouted in surprise and ran toward the shining glow. Jack grabbed Leah's hand. "Now, come." They dashed through the jungle with hunters chasing behind. The giant beast roared, blocking some of the hunters. Finally, they reached the temple entrance. It was covered in vines and ancient symbols. Jack pushed open the heavy stone door. Inside was dark and cool, with walls glowing faintly. Leah's eyes widened. "We made it." But before they could explore, the hunters burst in. Jack stood firm. "We fight here." Laia concentrated, sending bursts of energy that pushed the hunters back. Jack fired his weapon with skill, protecting Leah. The battle was fierce, but together they fought hard. When the last hunter fell, Leah collapsed. Exhausted, Jack helped her up. "We're safe." For now, they moved deeper into the temple. At the center, a strange device stood. It pulsed with light. Laia reached out and touched it. Her energy merged with the device. A calm wave spread through her. She smiled. "I feel ... control." Jack looked relieved. "You did it." Laia nodded. "But the journey is not over." Outside, the jungle was quiet. The hunters would return. But now, Leah's power was stronger and safer. Jack and Laia stepped outside, ready to face whatever came next together. The jungle grew quiet as Jack and Laia left the ancient temple behind. The soft glow from the device still hummed within Laia, calming her restless energy. For the first time in many days, she felt a small piece of peace. But peace was a fragile thing as they walked through the dense forest. Laia finally spoke the truth she had hidden for so long. "Jack," she said softly, "there is something I must tell you. Something about my family." Jack looked at her, his face serious. "I'm listening." Laia took a deep breath. "My family was once powerful, rulers of many worlds. But power can be dangerous." Jack nodded. "What happened?" "Betrayal," Laia whispered. "My own blood turned against me. They feared my power and wanted to use it for themselves. When I refused, they cast me out, sold me as a prize." Jack's eyes narrowed. "That's why they treated you like a slave." Laia nodded. "Yes, they wanted to hide me, keep me weak." Jack clenched his fists. "But you're stronger than they know." Laia smiled sadly. "Maybe, but I have carried their pain for too long." Suddenly, the sound of footsteps echoed nearby. Jack and Laia stopped, hearts racing. From the shadows, a tall figure appeared. It was the human hunter, the one Jack had seen fighting with the space station owners. He smiled coldly. "Hello again, Jack." Jack stood tall. "Why do you keep following us?" The hunter's eyes glowed red. "Because Laia is the key to a great power, and I want it." Laia stepped forward, her hands glowing softly. "You won't take me." The hunter laughed. "You don't understand. Your family's betrayal was not just about fear. It was a warning." Jack frowned. "A warning." The hunter's smile faded. "Your people held a secret ancient weapon hidden in the stars. They feared it would destroy worlds." Leah's eyes widened. "I don't know this." The hunter shook his head. "Few do, but you carry the power to find it." Jack gripped his weapon tightly. "What do you want?" "From us?" "To find the weapon first, to control it." Laia's voice was steady. "You will never get it." The hunter stepped closer. "We shall see." Before Jack could react, the hunter raised a strange device. A bright beam shot toward Leah. Jack shouted, pushing her away, but the beam hit her shoulder. Leah gasped in pain, her energy flickering. Jack fired his weapon, forcing the hunter back. "We have to get out of here." Leah gritted her teeth, but nodded. The weapon, ... it must never fall into wrong hands. They ran through the forest, the hunter's laughter echoing behind them. Back on the ship, Jack tended to Leah's wound. Her skin glowed faintly where the beam struck. Leah looked at Jack. "Thank you for saving me." Jack smiled warmly. "We're in this together." Leah closed her eyes. The weapon is out there, hidden, my family's secret." Jack touched her hand. "Then we'll find it before they do." The stars outside shone brightly as the ship set course for the unknown. The truth was out, but the fight was far from over. Together, Jack and Leah prepared to face the greatest challenge yet, a race to find an ancient power that could change the fate of the galaxy. The final battle was near. Jack and Leah stood together on the bridge of their ship, looking out at the stars. Behind them, the dark fleet of the space station owners gathered, ready to take back what they believed was theirs. Leah's power glowed softly within her, steady and strong. The ancient device from the temple had helped her control the wild energy that once scared her. Now, she was ready to fight not just for herself, but for freedom. Jack put a hand on her shoulder. "No matter what happens, we face this together." Leah nodded, her green eyes fierce with determination. Together, their ship flew into the heart of the enemy fleet. Lasers fired, alarms blared, and the sky around them lit up like a storm dot. Jack piloted the ship with skill, dodging blasts and returning fire. Leah stood behind him, her hands glowing with pure energy. She sent waves of light that shattered enemy shields and sent ships spiraling into space. The battle raged on, fierce and unrelenting. But Jack and Leah fought with courage and hope. Suddenly, the leader of the enemy fleet appeared on their screen, a tall alien with cold eyes. "You cannot win," the leader said. "Give up the girl and surrender." Jack smiled. "You're wrong. This girl is free, and so are we." Leah raised her hands. Energy crackled and pulsed. "Your reign of fear ends now." With a mighty burst, Leah sent a wave of light that disabled the enemy ship's weapons. The fleet faltered. Jack seized the moment. Full speed ahead. Their ship rushed forward, breaking through the enemy lines. The remaining ships fled, their power broken. The stars grew calm again. Jack and Leah looked at each other, breathing heavy but smiling. "We did it," Jack said softly. Leah smiled. No more running. The galaxy was wide, full of dangers and wonders. But now, they had a chance to build something new. Life of freedom, friendship, and hope. As they set course for a new home, Jack knew one thing for sure. The strange night, when he asked for a rare steak and got served a fresh alien girl instead, had changed his life forever. And together, they would face whatever the future held.